Hi guys, this is Karen. Today I'm going to talk to you about a new piece of content marketing software that has literally just been released and I've had the chance to review it. This piece of software is called Kudani and it's specifically designed to help you with your content marketing efforts, which as we all know is the way that Google really kind of loves us to go now for SEO. So exactly what you get in this package. This is a very full-featured software that has a lot of different very useful parts to it. When you first load the software up, you can see the primary thing you get here is some feeds. Which you can add to. There are several that are pre-installed already. These are it's kind of like Google Newsreader or any feed reader. It just brings you little snippets of the headline stories in various categories from various websites that you've set as your feed engine. You can add your own or you can use the ones that are here. So these are really good if you're running a curation blog, which is where you are basically linking out to other people's quality content. And curation is, if you've been around the internet marketing scene for a while, you've probably seen curation really take off in around the last 6 months or so. It's a massive trend, and the success of sites like Gawker, TMZ, Huffington Post, all of these sites rely on an awful lot of content curation where they're linking out to other authority sites. Those are the kind of sites that Google really loves, and you get an insane amount of traffic. So how do you put this all together? So it's pretty simple. Say I'm going to post something on my weight loss blog and I'm just looking for something that I can curate and link out to. So if I go to the New York Times health section, here's a really good one. How carbs can trigger food cravings. Okay, so this looks really good for my weight loss blog. Looks really interesting. I have a personal interest in low carb dieting as well, so this is really cool. Sugary foods and drinks, white bread and other blah blah blah. Okay, that looks great. So we just press the little button there to bring in a bit more of the blog post, and that will fetch the entire thing so that you can find a good part to copy from it. So I'm now going to start writing my blog post. So I'm going to give it the title of, so this is how carbs can trigger food cravings. So I'm going to give my post a title like those sneaky carbs and how they sabotage your weight loss. Okay, and then I'll put a few words from myself just to introduce the post. So I'm going to say, I have long suspected that eating carbohydrates has caused me to fail at dieting epically. How do you spell epically? Oh, that'll do. Sneaking carb-rich food like candy, chips, or cakes is a recipe, haha, for me to go way off track. Now I'm going to copy some information out of this post here, so I'm going to do that. There we go. And I'm going to set that as a quote. So, and then I just click on this and that will pop that over there. Oops, don't know how I ended up with that. Okay, so I can now preview how that's going to look. Okay, I've somehow managed to get 2 quotes in there, so I need to delete one of them. There we go. Okay, Great. So I can do that. It's got the usual WordPress style editor, so I can add like an image or whatever if I want. I'm not going to bother with this one. And now I can publish that directly to my blog from here. So if I hit publish, I can go straight to my weight loss blog, which I've already loaded up as one of my blogs, and I can file that under any of these categories that exist already within the blog. I'm just going to stick it under blog. I can make it sticky, or if I want I can also set it to draft, and I can choose a date and time to publish, so I can queue posts up. I could also publish it to my Facebook if I want. I've hooked up my Facebook profile with the software, so I can publish it to my user profile, or if you have Facebook pages set up for your sites, you can also publish it to there. Okay, so I'm just going to publish this to my blog, so I'll just hit that on publish and make sure it goes straight away. Okay, so that has now gone through, and when that's updated, that will end up in this list of my blog posts. If I'd sent it to Facebook, it would end up there as well. There we go. Sneaky carbs and how they sabotage your weight loss. So it tells me what site it is, what the publication date was, and it will also feed through eventually what my stats are, how many times it's been shared, etc. So the great thing about this software is it isn't just for curation. You can use it for original posts as well, and a lot of other things too. There's a search engine built into this, so you can look for any kind of topic that isn't already coming through in the news feeds. You can research keywords as well, though it's very good for a keyword suggestion tool. What I really like is these templates. So if I type in weight loss as my keyword, and then I can come up with various topics and quotes that I can use as blog posts or infographics or anything. Interesting facts, titles. So here are some great, these are kind of like classic timeless blog post titles. 5 ways to create something. 3 weight loss tips that guarantee success. 10 tips to master eating low carb. 3 dieting lessons you can benefit from today. There's an awful lot of examples in here, an awful lot. There is also a list of topics, so very similar to the titles, but kind of a little bit more in-depth for longer stuff. You have got Facebook questions here. These are really good. So if you're getting engagement on your Facebook pages, or you could use it for Twitter as well. They don't have to necessarily be related, but say for example you could post a photo to your Facebook page